Hello everyone, welcome to engineering classes. Today we will learn about differential equations. These are called equations. When derivatives are involved in it, then these are called differential equations. Now, definition of differential equations. Differential equations are the equations which involve derivatives, differential coefficient or differentials. When derivatives get involved in it, this was equation. When I multiply this equation with dy by dx, it becomes differential equations. When I did like this, it also become differential equation. I've told you about equation because I want to differentiate between equation and differential equations. If I remove this derivative, it again becomes equation. Now you all must be clear about equation or differential equation. Now differential equation is divided into two, that is ordinary differential equation and partial differential equations. Before knowing this, you must know what is variables. Now this is equation whose value is assigned. So whose value is assigned here? X value is assigned here. So whose value is to be obtained? Here value of x is assigned here and we have to obtain the value of this y. So this x is independent variable and y is dependent variable. In differential equations, y is function of x. So here also x value is assigned. So it is independent variable. If we vary x, then y value also get varied. So y is called to be a dependent variable. So with this dy by dx, y is dependent, x is independent. Now classification of differential equation, that is ordinary differential equation and partial differential equation. If one independent variable is there and one or more dependent variables are there, then that is called an ordinary differential equation. If two or more independent variables are there, then it is called partial differential equation. In this complete equation, only one independent variable is there, that is dt. And in this equation, two independent variable is there, that is dt and dx. So it becomes partial differential equation. Here it has one independent variable, so it is classified into ordinary differential equation. Here also only one independent variable is there, and here also only dx independent variable is there. Here also dx and dy, two independent variables are there in one equation, so it is classified into partial differential. Now what is order and degree of a equation? Highest derivative in differential equation is called to be a order, and degree of highest derivative is called to be a degree. Now highest derivative in differential equation, so which one is derivative here? This can't be a derivative, this is x, so derivative is dx upon dt. Here in this equation only one derivative is there, so it must be a highest derivative. Here its value is 2, so it's called to be a order. So here order is 2. Here in second question, firstly we solve it. Now we have to square this. Firstly see how many derivatives are here. This one and this one. These are two derivatives here. So which one is highest derivative here? It's 3, it's 1. So highest derivative here is 3. Here which one is highest derivative? So here there are two derivatives, 1, 2. So which one is higher? This is. So its order is 2. We see degree of highest derivative. Here highest derivative is this. So we see degree of this. Here degree is 1. Here its power is 2, here its power is 3, but we will not consider its power because it's not a highest derivative here. So which one is highest derivative here? This one is highest derivative here. This one would be its degree. Here degree is 2. Highest derivative is 3, so its order is 3. So highest derivative power is called to be a degree. Here degree is 2. Here its power is 1, here its power is 3. But we consider degree highest power derivative. So highest power is 2. So it would be its order and its power would be its degree. Here degree is 1. Here two derivatives are there. Its order would be 2. And its degree. So degree is considered to be a highest derivative power. So its degree is 1. Now linear and non-linear differential equation. Now how we differentiate between linear and non-linear differential equation? So points for differential equation to be linear. So first one is if power of dependent variable and its derivative is 1, So it's called to be a linear differential equation. Second point, there shouldn't be multiplication of dependent variable to its derivative. Here dy is dependent variable, dx is independent variable here. So this point says there shouldn't be multiplication of dependent variable to its derivative. Dependent variable, this is dependent variable, this dependent variable shouldn't be multiplied with its derivative. If this is there in a differential equation, then it's called to be a non-linear differential equation. Third point, it is allowed to multiply independent variable to dependent variable and its derivative. Dependent variable, here if independent variable is multiplied with its derivative, then it's okay to be linear equation. But it's not true in case of dependent variable. The dependent variable shouldn't be multiplied with its derivative to be a linear equation. And also multiplication of independent variable to dependent variable can be possible here. Therefore, x, this independent variable, can be multiplied with dependent variable. But if this dependent variable get multiplied with its derivative, then it wouldn't be a linear equation. If we skip this, then it is called to be a linear equation. So some examples of linear and nonlinear differential equation. So first one is df is dependent variable. So according to property number 2, there shouldn't be a multiplication of dependent variable to its derivative. Here dependent variable is multiplied with its derivative. So it wouldn't be a linear equation, it would be a non-linear equation. Here also dependent variable and its derivative gets multiplied. So it wouldn't be a linear equation. So in third equation, according to property number 1, power of dependent variable and its derivative should be 1. Here power of this dependent variable comes out to be 2. So this is non-linear. In fourth case also, y is dependent variable here. So power of y also comes out to be 2. Here power means degree. Power of y comes out to be 2. It must be 1 to be a linear equation. So it is non-linear. Here also power of dependent variable dy comes out to be 2. So it is non-linear. Here it is called to be a linear equation. Here power of variable is 2, but it is independent variable. So independent variable's power can be any. Here it is also called to be a linear equation. Here in this case also it is also. Now these are 4 methods to solve differential equations, equation of first order and first degree. There are methods to solve differential equation of higher orders also, but we will learn that methods later. Now firstly we will learn methods of solving first order and first degree differential equations. First one is variable separable, second homogeneous equation, third is linear equation, and fourth one is exact equations. So starting with variable separable. So first example is we have to collect value of x and its function on one side and y and its function on another side. Take ey term common. If you know how to integrate, then to solve differential equation wouldn't be a task for you. Now ex plus x square comes to one side and ey will be taken to another side. Here y terms comes to one side, x term comes to another side. Now we just need to integrate it. Now this is solution of this differential equation. It comes out to be now another example. Now solve this, then I'll let you know what is this. Now for this it would be difficult to take x terms one side and y terms another side. We will take this term to be another variable, that is t. Now differentiate it with respect to x. Now to make this term, take 1 this side. Now this equation is substituted into, now dy by dx, dt upon dx minus 1 and this term is t square. Now plus 1. Now we can take one variable term to one side and another variable to another side, because tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So it becomes tan inverse t and this is x Now this is initial conditions. If we put x 0, then its y become 0. Now substitute the value of t, that is x plus y plus 1. These initial conditions are given to find value of c, that is y0 and 0, which means if we put x is equal to 0, then y comes out to be 0. So for this we have to put x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Here we put that and we got tan inverse 1 is equal to c. So tan inverse 1 comes out to be pi by 4. So c value comes out to be pi by 4. So we have to put this c value in these solved differential equation. We can write it as now third question of differential equation. Now to solve this equation using variable separable, we have to integrate it first. It comes out to be plus c1. Now take dx this side. Now integrate. Now this equation is converted into variable separable form. Now integrate. And also one constant. This constant gets integrated, so we should also apply second constant with it. Now this comes out to be minus x4. Now in this case, initial conditions are given: x is equal to 0, y is equal to 5 and x is equal to 2, y is equal to 21, and we are asked about value of y at x is equal to 1. I tell you again, here in this case x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 5. Initial condition is given, and another initial condition that is given, this is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 21. Here firstly we apply this condition. This comes out to be c2 is equal to 5. Now we apply second condition, that is and c2. Here we got c2 value, so we will apply here to find value of c1. Here c1 value comes out to be 40. Here now we get c1 c2 value. Now substitute it in this equation, and we are asked about value of y when x is equal to 1. If we put y value is equal to 1, here c1 is 20, this is 20x, and c2 is 5, so this is 5, here 5, here 20, this x is 1. So now solve this, you will get y value. Y comes out to be 18. Now fourth numerical using variable separable. Here in this case it would be 0.2i t and d I upon 0.I. Now integrate. It comes out to be 1.02 and ln I is equal to t plus c. Now if we bring c here, it would be ln I upon c. Take 0.2 here in this side. We got our answer. Now I4 is equal to 5, and we are asked about find I minus 5. This is an initial condition to find value of constant. If we compare it with the previous example, if we compare this, then y is compared with I, y is compared with I, and t is compared with x. If we put t is equal to 4, then I would be 5. Here put I is equal to 5 and t is equal to 4. We will get with, if we take ln to this side, then it is converted into exponential. To find value of exponential 0.8, use scientific calculator. This is ln. Above this is exponential. For using exponential, press shift and then press this exponential and put value of what you have to find, that is 0.8. That is 0.8. And you will get your answer, that is 2.225. That is 5 divided by 2.2. Now C value comes out to be 2.24. Now let's put C value here. Now we got solution of our differential equation. Here again shift exponential, that is minus 2.25 minus 2.25 0.105. Now linear equations. We have seen how to differentiate between linear and non-linear equations, how to solve linear equation. If we are provided with the linear equation in this form, this is called a standard form of linear equation or called a Leibniz linear equation. So for solution, firstly we have to find integrating factor. If we are provided with this equation, firstly check whether it's in form of this standard equation or not. That is dy by dx, y. Now this comes to be 1 by x is equal comes to be p, and q is equal to x. Firstly we find integrating factor. What is integrating factor? That is exponential p dx. Here p is 1 by x into dx. Take integration, it will be ln. These both cut, and now integrating factor comes out to be x. Now to find solution of this linear equation, we have to put integrating factor in this form, that is y into integrating factor x exponential q is x, and integrating factor is also x into dx plus c. It comes out to be x square dx plus c y x. It comes out to be this plus 2xy is equal to e raised to minus x square. Now let's see whether it's in standard linear equation form or not. dy by dx, y, p comes out to be 2x and q comes out to be minus. Now find integrating factor. Integrating factor comes out to be this is integrating factor. Solution of equation. This is a method to find solution of a linear equation. Now y into integrating factor is equal to q is this into integrating factor dx plus c. This will cut down. It would be x plus c y e x 2 y 0 1. If these are initial conditions, here if we put x is equal to 0, y comes out to be 1. Here y 1, x is equal to 0 plus 1, c comes out to be 1. Substitute c in this equation, we will get this. If we further want to solve it, it would be now. Here third question. Here question is this. So this equation is not following standard linear equation. So we have to convert this equation into standard linear equation. For this we have to divide this t. Now you can see this equation is following standard equation rules. Here dy by dx is dx by dt. Here if x is y, here y is x and x is t. Here y is x, so its p would be 1 by t. So for finding integrating factor, we have to 1 by t dt, that is ln t dt. Then integrating factor comes out to be t. To find solution of linear equation, here y is x, so we will write here y is x. We will write x in place of y. Integrating factor comes out to be t. Q is 1. Integrating factor is t. X here is t plus c. Here if equation is not in standard form, then write it like this. Then you will not get confused later. Here it would be t square by t. Here its solution comes out to be this. If initial conditions are given, here x1 is equal to half, compare it with this Then compare these. Here t is equal to 1 and x is equal to half. T is equal to 1 and x is equal to half. T is equal to 1 by 2 plus half plus c. C comes out to be 0. Substitute here, we get. So solution of linear equation of this differential equation comes out to be this. Now last example of linear equation. Now initial conditions are this. Now compare it with standard equation. P is equal to 2x and Q is equal to 0. Then take integrating factor. Integrating factor comes out to be this. To find solution of linear equation, y into integrating factor into q0. Q is 0, so c. Y into integrating factor, q is 0, c. This comes out to the solution of linear equation. Now initial conditions are x0, y2. If we put x0, it comes out to be 1 and y is 2. Then c comes out to be 2. Here if we put 2 into 0, e raised to power 0 is 1. So c comes out to be 2. Substitute it here. We will get now solution of linear equation with initial conditions comes out to be. Now in previous example we have learnt about linear equation which are in standard form. If linear equation is not in standard form, then to convert the equation in standard form we use a method that is called a Bernoulli equation. Example, if we have an equation like this, let's compare it with linear equation. For equation to be linear equation, this q should be constant. Here in this case there is also variable in this equation, so we have to convert this equation in linear equation form. These type of equations are called Bernoulli equations. So standard form of Bernoulli equation is, take y cube this side, we have to take this part equal to z, so it comes out to be dz by dx. Now this is Bernoulli equation. Now I am telling you how to convert Bernoulli equation into a linear equation. dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2. We got this. Now substitute it. We will put this on place of this. Now y raised to 1 minus 2 is equal to z. So we put z in place of this plus 4. This is standard form of linear equation. You can see Bernoulli equation using substitution method is converted into linear equation. Now solve it. Now integrating factor is z into integrating factor. We will put minus 8q into integrating factor minus 2x plus c z into minus 2x. Now put y raised to power minus 2 in place of z. This will be take square root. This is a solution. Now we are left with homogeneous equation and exact equation. We will learn these equations in next class. So thank you for today.